We're jumping right in today. Make sure to check out part 1 and 2 so you can see the full breakdown in order how we got to this part. Last video I pulled that fluorite cube out right there. So I cracked this rock right about here. It's split where that quartz vein is to the right of the crack. You can see underneath there when I was removing those fluorite cubes that there were still roots protruding underneath this. So hopefully they continue. Oh yeah, they're there. I expected some kind of gap seeing those roots under that rock, but this looks good. Let's see what it looks like under here. It's still compressed. There's some good facing though. I mean, they have good shape. I should expect this being lodged underneath that large rock. It's still being compressed, but there was some pocket mud over here on the left side. But yeah, it's still, I don't know. Let me clean up this top part here a little bit. Get a better look at what's going on. I see some micro floaters, but we're looking for some bigger ones. Exactly. There they are. It's a pocket explosion. There's so many little quartz crystals going so many different ways. Wow. Let me clean this off a little bit and get a better look. Yes, some of them are glass clear. You can see the veins still going into the side of the rock again, just like where I pulled that fluorite cube on video 2. Check it out if you haven't. You can see how I got to this point. I'm going to spray off this pocket so that you can see them a little better and it'll loosen up the pocket mud. Look at that. Oh, they're getting better. They're not those micro crystals anymore. Now we're talking 3 inches. Still perfect for wire wrappers. You can see it's just an explosion underneath that rock. Here we go. First one out of that pocket. That's a good starter. Double terminated. Has a 2-tone color with even the dendrite. This one though I have to get. Oh man. That's gold. That's a natural citrine. We call them golden healers. This is beautiful. It's only begun and I already want to get home just to clean this one up. Here's a little preview of what they look like. You can see the sparkle, the golden natural citrine color. They've never been exposed to the elements coming out of that hard rock, so you get that beautiful finish, unlike the alluvial crystals I collect that have been water worn. Let's get back to the pocket. Another double terminated. This one has a really neat top to the left side. Now you can see it. That white one keeps catching my eye. It's weird, such a variety of color in one pocket. Yeah, that's just a normal white one with a smoky tip. You can see they're almost 2-tone. It's like they're split in the middle and they're 2 different crystals in one. Interesting. They have the dendrite coating, which I'm going to leave on a lot of them. Back to it. Each little sparkle. They're all flawless. I did good without breaking them when I removed the rock above them. I'm happy to see that because you never know what's below. So always take your time. You want to rush things and just break rocks to see if you can find that pocket. But the sad thing is, a lot of times when you do that, when you find the pocket, you've destroyed everything. Look at the little starburst on this one. See, if I was aggressive, I would have never obtained that specimen. Chlorite inclusions. It's definitely turning into more of a pocket mud. It's not compressed. There's mud in between the gaps now. Now this is a beautiful one. Testing style with a cluster at the bottom. No 2 crystals have been the same yet. I can't get over these clusters. They're like letters. I might be able to spell high country rocks out by the end of this. I was also thinking I've yet to come up with a name for this pocket. It's all clusters at the top though. But speaking about coming up with a name for the pocket, if you want to comment below what you think a good name for this pocket or prospect would be, let me know. you might be the one to choose it. These are the moments, rock hounding, you wish they never end, when you can pull more out than you could ever imagine. Look, now there's even fluorite starting to show up. I just found some calcite below, and now it seems like the fluorite's towards the top of the pocket too. All natural faces. Look at that natural cube. Not weathered at all. This one has like a yellow-blue tone to it. I've noticed every piece has been different color-wise. Finally, let me get these roots out of the middle of the screen. I didn't want to move them because, as you see, it just kind of pulls all the pocket mud and the crystals down, and I don't want to lose them or get them mixed up in the stuff I've already went through. It doesn't seem like those roots are going under that next rock, though, like they were when I removed this one. That's a pretty one. That might be a calcite crystal. I'll have to get that cleaned up and look at it later. Let's get back up towards this top of the pocket. Ah, another fluorite. This one has the purple and that light blue, like in video 2 where I ended. You can see this fluorite is weathered. Still has some really cool color. So I've been working at this for probably 3 hours now, and it seems like they're starting to bump up to the host, which means that might be the end of the pocket. But it's pretty cool. I'm getting some neat ones perched on the matrix. Look at that. Golden two-tone with some dendrite, double terminated crystal. Uh-oh. I just noticed something. There's a cube of fluorite back there. And I mean back there. And it looks like it's undamaged. You see it in the middle? It's the cube. Look at that purple color. And it's solid. It's not in that pocket mud. It's in that compressed vein. So this is going to be a challenge to remove. You can see even in those gaps, all those little terminated crystals. That picture really shows the color. You can see the purple vein. And there's one over to the right. So I'm going to try and get this out in one piece. After about another 2 hours, I safely removed the rock above it. It exposed another pocket. It had some fluorite cubes in it, as you see there in the center. Was surrounded by other crystals, but I managed to get this out. Here's the fluorite and matrix. This is just a personal piece for myself. I really like that it's in the compressed vein and it changes color. I am a little stumped on what's going on right now at this spot. It seems like everything jumped up about 4 to 6 inches. There is a little gap under there. I haven't pulled any more crystals. They've all been kind of just compressed quartz. Which up here, it seems to meet that chlorite mud, which is the green mud, which sometimes puts a really neat green coating on top of the crystals. And you can get it included inside. But up here, the vein's not as crystallized. I thought I found something, but it's just the chlorite mud. So it got me thinking, it's time to go home, clean up what I got, and appreciate it. Not every day do you hit a pocket. And I got a lot of cleaning to do. These are going to be great to share. If you're interested in any of these, you can comment below or contact me on Instagram, High Country Rocks. The next video hopefully will be out there with a subscriber. There's still a lot of potential. Till the next time, thank you for watching.